Yes, guys, welcome back to another daily transfer review. We'll get straight in there, man. Man United are preparing a £45 million bid for Everton's England goalkeeper, Jordan Pickford. That's from the Sunday, Star Sunday. I don't get this one, man. Well, they want a player who can play out from the back. He can't do that. He's not. He's nowhere near the levels of Onana and Ederson and maybe even Alisson. So that's a bad move for Man United. I promise you guys, they need to swerve that and go for someone better. Man United are also expected to increase their bid for Chelsea midfielder Mason Mount to £50 million, having had an initial bid of £40 million offer for the England international rejected. That's from the Mail on Sunday. Seems like United, for some reason, properly want Mason Mount. I don't think it's the worst signing in the world. They've just got to keep that transfer value, that transfer fee in check before it starts getting a bit silly. I think when you get past 50 million for Mason Mount, I think you're starting to enter some sort of silly territory. Chelsea have asked Inter Milan if they would include Italy midfielder Nicolo Barella in a swap deal that could see Belgium striker Romelu Lukaku make a permanent move to Italy. So that would mean that they would have Enzo Fernandez, Moises Caicedo, provided they get Caicedo, and Barella as midfield. That's pretty good. Will it happen? Who knows? That's from Corriere dello Sport. Newcastle have added Chelsea's Spanish left-back Marc Cucurella to their list of summer transfer targets. Okay, so maybe Newcastle looking to improve their defence. I actually seen Matisse from the Big Six on Twitter, and he was speaking about Cucurella. Apparently Chelsea are looking for £46 million, or like that's the region that they need to sort of break even on the transfer. So yeah, maybe Newcastle could go in for him. Could City go back in for him? I doubt it. Chelsea may also offer England midfielder Conor Gallagher to Brighton as part of the deal to sign Ecuador midfielder Moises Caicedo. That's from The Observer. Caicedo to Conor Gallagher? Is that the biggest downgrade in history? Don't do that, Brighton, man. You're better than that. Liverpool and Chelsea have inquired about Celta Vigo's 21-year-old Spanish midfielder Gabri Veiga from Fabrizio Romano. I know that City are also interested in Gabri Veiga. He's got like a £35 million release clause. Will we see City, will we see Liverpool or Chelsea activate that release clause? Well, Fabrizio Romano is saying that Chelsea and Liverpool are also interested. So he's going to leave. He will leave because, there's no way he's going to stay at Celta Vigo because he's been smashing it this year. So let's see what happens with that one. Another one from Saudi Arabia. Al Hilal have agreed personal terms with Senegal defender Kalidou Koulibaly over a potential move from Chelsea. Okay, we'll have to see on that one. Obviously, we spoke about this yesterday or the day before. Koulibaly's just not quite worked in England, has it? Quite surprised, to be honest. Chelsea are also looking to sell Gabon striker Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Morocco winger Hakim Ziyech and Senegal goalkeeper Edouard Mendy to Saudi clubs. This kind of reminds me of the time when everyone was just selling people to China, and now Chelsea, in desperate need of player sales so they don't breach FFP, are now just ringing up every single club in Saudi Arabia and be like, please take our player. So we'll see on that one. I don't know if they're going to have any success in that one. I'm quite surprised that no one's coming in for Mendy because he's not a bad goalkeeper, really. So we'll see on that one. PSG have spoken to Arsenal and manager Mikel Arteta about becoming their new coach, with talks having broken down with former Bayern Munich boss Julian Nagelsmann. That's from RMC. Well, we spoke about Julian Nagelsmann yesterday, about the fact that he's struggling to find a new football club. Are they really going to get Mikel Arteta? I don't know. I mean, I kind of see it on one hand and then I kind of don't see it on the other hand. I think Mikel Arteta ain't going nowhere. I think he's going to stay at Arsenal for at least another year, and then maybe next year he might make a move. But I think it's a little bit too soon for PSG. PSG also have former Spanish boss Luis Enrique, Bayer Leverkusen manager Xavi Alonso and Bologna manager Thiago Motta among their candidates to replace current boss Christophe Galtier. And that's from L'Equipe. So, yeah, obviously, clearly, PSG are looking for a new manager. For me, I think Luis Enrique probably is the one that stands out, I think, more than anyone. He's a top manager, and he's probably on my list to replace Pep Guardiola as well. He's probably up on the sort of top 3 or 4 managers that I want to replace Pep Guardiola. Will he be at PSG? We will see. Brentford's Spanish goalkeeper David Raya has agreed personal terms with Tottenham. We spoke about this over the last couple of days, of course. Time for Lloris to move on now. David Raya, good goalkeeper, good on the ball, can make saves, has done really well with Brentford, and it's time for Tottenham to get a new goalkeeper in. I don't know about you guys, I'm quite surprised that United have not looked at David Raya. I'm surprised that they've not looked at David Raya. Raya, whose deal with Brentford runs out next summer, says the Bees are asking a lot of money for him, and that could make clubs not want to buy me. That's from the Times. So clearly, are things starting now to get a little bit toxic between Raya and Brentford? Obviously, Raya wants to leave. I think the fee I seen was around 40 million quid. I don't think that's completely unreasonable. It might be £5 or £10 million, a little bit over the asking price, but in a market where you desperately need a new goalkeeper and Raya's played in the Premier League before, I think Tottenham should just pay the money, to be honest with you. Liverpool are interested in Netherlands midfielder Ryan Gravenberch, who has voiced his discontent at his lack of playing time at Bayern Munich last season. That's from Bild. Now, I've seen that apparently City were linked with him once or twice. I know that Liverpool have been heavily linked with him. He's meant to be a top player. I think he actually made the move from Ajax, did he not? I'm pretty sure he made the move from Ajax to Bayern Munich. It's not quite worked out as expected. And yeah, is someone going to take him? But, if Liverpool get him, will Liverpool play him? Or will he just be on the bench? Not sure on that one. Everton have launched an inquiry for Everton's 20-year-old English defender, Jared Branthwaite. That's from Football Insider. Okay, Everton and West Ham both making moves. Real Betis want to agree a permanent deal for Spanish forward Jose Perez, who joined on loan for Leicester City in January. You know how I have these players that I just don't think are very good? Conor Gallagher's one of them. Jose Perez is just another player that I just don't think is a very good player. It's no surprise to me that he didn't make it. It's not worked at Leicester City. So, yeah, see you later. Real Betis are also interested in signing Man United's 29-year-old Ivory Coast defender Eric Bailly, who spent last season on loan at Marseille. That's from Mundo Deportivo. Here's one that will surprise you. I actually don't think he's a bad defender. I think he's all right. Don't think he's a top 4 material. I think he's sort of like maybe a top 10 team, top 10 to 6 Premier League side. His major problem is, though, he can't stay fit. But I actually think on his day, he's not the worst defender in the world. Spanish midfielder Marc Roca is set to leave Leeds United to join Real Betis on a season-long loan. That's from Mundo Deportivo. So Real Betis making moves. Bayern Munich say they have no intention of selling Joshua Kimmich and criticise Barcelona for flirting with the German midfielder. That's from Sky Sports in Germany. Now, of course, this is a big piece of news, this, because we know that City have been linked with Joshua Kimmich, potentially getting him in, especially if Kyle Walker leaves and maybe we want to move on. Calvin Phillips, Joshua Kimmich, is that now a no-go? That could change a lot of City's transfer plans. Barcelona coach Xavi is interested in a deal that would see Ivory Coast midfielder Frank Kessie join Inter Milan with Croatian midfielder Marcelo Brozovic heading in the other direction. Now, you know what? Marcelo Brozovic, actually, he's impressed me when I've seen Inter Milan. He's probably been the player that's impressed me the most. You can talk about the other players that are in the team, some of the top players, but Brozovic I think he's a top player. I really do. Like the way that he moves the ball. And yeah, it's no surprise to me to see Xavi want him and get rid of Kessie. After terminating his contract at Real Madrid, former Belgian forward Eden Hazard is considering a return to his homeland to play alongside his younger brother Kylian at RWD Molenbeek. A bit of a shame that one, innit, from Eden Hazard. Made the move to Real Madrid and it's just absolutely backfired. I mean, Gareth Bale, I know things turned toxic there at Real Madrid with Gareth Bale, but at least he'd won a few Champions Leagues and had a part to play in a lot of them. Eden Hazard has just completely flopped, and it's a shame because on his day, he was a very entertaining player. And to finish off, Jordi Alba has agreed a contract with Inter Miami after leaving Barcelona, but the Spanish fullback still has offers from Atletico Madrid, Inter Milan, and the Saudi League. That's from Mundo Deportivo. The main one there that's caught my eye, guy, is this one here, guy. Bayern Munich say they have no intention of selling Joshua Kimmich and criticise Barcelona for flirting with the German midfielder. We know that City are interested in Joshua Kimmich, and this news saying that he's not for sale, is that going to change our transfer plans? Who knows? Drop a like on the stream, make sure you subscribe, and we'll catch you tomorrow.